y'all, welcome back to Daydream Manor Flower Farm. I'm Dawn, I live in South Louisiana. It's been a minute since I've made a video, so let's get caught up. Well, hey y'all, welcome into my kitchen. I had no idea my last video, it would have been 3 months before I'm making another one. But I have a good reason for that, and let me get you caught up. First of all, weather is gorgeous here in South Louisiana. It is truly our spring right now. It's in the 70s. It's sunny. It's pretty. But I have been kind of stuck inside. So after my last video, I opted to have hand surgery. Now let me get you caught up because I was really and truly not prepared. All right, if you have followed along, I think it was sometime in 2024, like late summer 2024, I started having these pains in my hands, both hands. And it just progressively got worse. In 2025, it was hard to grab, hard to cut. The pain would just shoot. So I ended up going to a hand specialist, and I found out I had basal arthritis, which is arthritis in your thumb area and all down your trapezium bone. So I did 2 rounds of shots. They give you a shot right here in this part of your thumb. And sweet baby Jesus. That is the most painful thing I've ever had happen to my body. Childbirth was easier. Y'all, I was levitating off of the chair getting those shots. And here's the thing. They weren't lasting long. Like some people, when they get them, they'll last like several months. Mine were lasting like 2-3 weeks. So when I went back for the 3rd round, I'm like, I can't do another round. I just can't. What's my options? So I opted to do surgery. I did an LRTI, which is where they go in and they remove the trapezium bone, and they replace it with a ligament, like with a tendon from your wrist, and they put it here. So in my mind, I don't know if I didn't ask the right questions, I didn't ask enough questions, I heard what I wanted to hear, or he didn't explain it well. And it may be a combination of all three, because I was not prepared to be down as long as I have been down. So I had surgery December 11th. I thought I would be like, get the cast on. This is what I heard. I would get the cast on, 2 weeks, that would come off, a bigger splint would come on to immobilize my thumb. Then I would start therapy, and in a couple of months, I'd have full use of my hand. No. That's what I heard. But here's the reality of it. December 11th, I had surgery. I came out of surgery, had a big cast on, wrapped up. I did have that on for 2 weeks. Went in, they removed it. They removed the stitches. So I had stitches here and then right here. That all looked great. Then they put me in a splint that looked like this, except it was longer to keep the thumb immobilized. I wore it for several weeks. I just moved to the smaller one like 3 weeks ago, and I started occupational therapy. Ow. Which has been interesting. I have a great therapist, and so, I mean, he's been really good about explaining things, but yeah, I just was not prepared for this type of downtime. I don't know what I was thinking. If I'm honest with myself, I honestly don't know what I was thinking. I opted to do my left hand first. I am right-handed, but my left hand hurt the worst. Now, here's the good thing. I'm not having any arthritic pain here. None. I have it here, so I know the difference. I'm having other types of pain here with the nerves waking up and just the stiffness and the soreness, all of the things that come with therapy. But I do not have the arthritic pain, so that is a plus. Y'all, I just wasn't prepared. Like, let me tell you the things I've not been able to do. So this hair has not seen any type of anything except for a blow dryer. And my blow dryer is when I stick it in my drawer in my vanity and I lean over and I use my hand to brush my hair. Like, it's hysterical to watch me do my hair. I've not been able to like wear blue jeans, anything like that, because I can't button snap any of those things, because I can't pinch or pick or pull or anything with this hand, lift. I've not been able to put on a bra because I can't hook it. So thank goodness for a sports bra. Not been able to tie a shoe. Again, thankful for slip-on shoes. I can't open a baggie. found that out the hard way when I was trying to do something while Mr. Daydream was at work. So I ripped it with my teeth. And then when I can't get it pulled open with my teeth in this hand, I just cut it with a knife, and I cut it with the scissors, and we just move on. So it has been a huge challenge. That I was not prepared for. Even down to the fact, like at Christmas time at the boutique, like I really push my amaryllis bulbs, my paper whites, like I'm in the store a lot, I'm talking about them, I'm selling. I could not do any of that because I couldn't go in public. Yeah, I'm still not fit for public. But I couldn't go, and I did not, because here's the other thing. I am the face of my brand, and I did not want to be in the boutique. I mean, at least my hair is clean now. At that time, it wasn't even washed. Like, I couldn't even get that done. So, all of that to say, I mean, thankfully, the owner of the boutique was super supportive. Even after Christmas, I was able to bring up my merchandise for January. She took care of everything. She redid my booth for me. She loaded everything up, unloaded my car. I mean, just fantastic. My online store, the Mercantile at the Manor, thankfully I have a business partner for it, and she's just been a rock star. She's been filling orders. She ships everything. I go and just like a good cheerleader, and I do what I can with my right hand, but she's really taken the bulk of that one, so that's been helpful. But the high tunnel has been a little bit of a hot mess. I planted everything the week of Thanksgiving. That's my normal planting date. And then I've just been out there just to kind of water and that, but I've not been able to like do any weeding or pinching or any of that. So thankfully my nephew, who takes an ag class, needs hours, and he came out this past weekend, him and my sister-in-law, and they worked their tails off in the tunnel. And we got everything pinched, netted, weeded, watered. It looks so good in there, but that was such a huge help. I will say, it is hard for me. Like, I am not good at asking for help, and I don't like downtime. So this has really been a mental issue with me too. Like, it has messed with me on several levels. He is actually coming back out. Mardi Gras, we're off in South Louisiana. Kids are out of school for Mardi Gras. I'm actually off work. So he's going to come out and help me get all of my warm season seeds started. That's my next big push. I got to get my vegetables started. So he's coming out to help me get all of that done. Monday of Mardi Gras, which is next week. So normally I would have done them by now, or I'd have been close. But I'm just not sweating any of that. There's still plenty of time. Anyway, so that is happening. But that's where I've been, y'all. I've just been trying to figure out all of the moving pieces and what's happening. So I did get in. My hanging baskets have come in. Plugs are coming in at the end of the month for my hanging basket. So I'll have him back out to do that. One of the other flower farmers is she's coming to help me do those too. So, I mean, it's going to get done. The goal is to be able to use my hand better in March. So I'm still looking at probably 4 weeks before I even get to come out of this part-time to start really rehabilitating my hand and getting it. My therapist does think by April I should be pretty good to go. Now, the plan was, I had originally thought before I had surgery, I would do this hand in June, like mid-June, when I shut the farm down for the summer. There's no way. Because even if I get full use of my hand back in April, that's a lot to rely on this hand by June with this hand out. So not real comfortable doing that. Probably going to wait till the end of the year again to do this hand. Or I may wait another year. It just depends. I honestly don't know. This hand is just in so much pain again, just because I'm using it so much more. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to play it by ear. But whenever I choose to do it, I will be much better prepared. Mr. Daydream was laughing because I said, well, if I'd have known this, I'd have done a deep clean in my house before surgery. I mean, I cleaned my house, but not like I normally do at the end of the year. Because at the end of every year, like I do from the baseboards to the ceiling, like I do a deep cleaning to start my new year. That didn't happen. So I'll be much more prepared. But other than that, I have lilies coming in. Those will be here. I need to check on that. I think they should be here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I'll do those in crates, so I'll get some help with those. But I'm excited for the spring. I'm excited for flowers. Just a whole lot. I'm excited to revamp my field. I have really spent some time while I have had this downtime thinking about what I'm planting in the field, how I'm planting it. So I'm excited over that. But yeah, it's just been, y'all, the struggle has been real. It has been real. Here was the other thing that really took me by surprise. So Saturday, when my nephew and sister-in-law were out here, we worked outside for about 6 hours. That is the most I have been outside at any given time. By the time they left, y'all, I had hit such a wall. Like, it took everything in my body to go take a bath, because I wanted to take a hot bath with some Epsom salt and eat dinner, and I was done. I wanted to crash. My stamina has gone down into the toilet. So I have just started walking again, because I walk every morning. I haven't since surgery, so I'm trying to build that back up. So my stamina is down a little bit, which is disappointing. And I know it's normal. I mean, this is not my first surgery ever, but it's just crazy how fast everything you build up will be gone. Like, that, it's crazy. Anyway, so that's happening. Anything else? I'm sure there's more, but right now I just wanted to update y'all on hand surgery. Would I recommend it? If you are having the pain that I'm having in this hand and both hands that I had in this hand, yes. Even though it's been slower going than I thought, not having the arthritic pain in this hand feels wonderful. So, all right, I have got to get in gear. I actually have work today, so it's early, but I've got to get ready for it. So you all have a wonderful week, and I'll try to get back on here with the updates. If you have any questions about the surgery, I am not a doctor, but I can share my experience with you. So hope you all have a wonderful week, and we will chat again soon. See ya.